Here guys, so we're gonna do an unboxing of the Suvie meal kits that came free with the Suvie appliance kitchen robot. So I didn't do an unboxing of the Suvie, I apologize. Now I need some scissors. Found some. So, all right, got my scissors. Let's unbox this video. Unbox this meal kit here. It's supposed to be in a refrigerated box. Everything's supposed to say somewhat cool, but you do have to unpack it. Get $200 in free meals. Refer and earn. There's also QR codes for some discounts, things like that. So that came right on top of the box. Alright, so there's lemon pepper chicken. Comes with a recipe. You're supposed to be able to just put it in the Suvie and scan it. There's a little thing here. It's supposed to just scan and then automatically set. So I'm going to take a video later. I'm going to make one of these for dinner for me. So after we do the unboxing. Yep, so we're going to try one of these. I'm not sure which one. So let's see. We've got the lemon pepper chicken. Okay, alright, so. And then we've got some chicken breast. Some extra chicken breasts. So we've got 6 chicken breasts that came with it. We've also got Thai sweet chili chicken. So we've got Thai sweet chili chicken. Teriyaki chicken. So these are servings for a couple people. 2 chicken breasts, caprese pesto pasta bake. This is lemon herb sauce. Okay, so that is everything that came in here. It did come packaged with some dry ice. One of the bags is melted. That's fine. So now I just have to find space to put these in my freezer. So we'll get those put away and then figure out which one I'm going to make for dinner. Alright, so we've got the other meals put away, and I think the one I'm going to make tonight for myself is this caprese pesto pasta bake. So I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. So far, we've used the Suvie the last 3 nights since Sunday. Today's Tuesday. So yeah, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. No, we used it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then I'm going to use this tonight. So the Suvie meals came today. The Suvie came first. So I did not do an unboxing video for the Suvie. I'm sorry. But so far, it came, fully assembled. The pans were inside. You've got the top and the bottom. The glass, very clear. They're actually very narrow, but they hold quite a bit of food. So this is, there's 2, comes with 2, and then it comes with a roasting rack. So you can either have it this way or you can have it this way. Give it a little more height. So last night I cooked chicken and I put some underneath and then I put some on top, and it was breaded chicken. Now the bottom chicken did come out a little more moist, but what I did is we took it out and put it on top and re-cooked it for probably just another couple minutes on a higher setting. It made the outside really nice and crispy. So it came out pretty well, and it fed, I don't know, 6 people in the house last night from the ranges of 2 to almost 40. So it was pretty good. So, all right. So we're going to get started on this recipe. So let's unbag it. We're going to take it all out of the bag. Let's get the recipe out. So it said to grab oil, salt, and pepper from the pantry. So I've already measured out the oil, olive oil. It says 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons if you're doing double this amount, but we've only got 1. So we're going to do 1 tablespoon, and then we've got salt. I don't have a salt shaker, sorry. Salt, and then same. Pepper, salt, and pepper shakers are long gone, so we just use these. All right, and then we've got the ingredients. So I think first we need to thaw the sauce, if I may. So we've got green beans, came with frozen green beans. Also came with some pasta. And then we've got some tomatoes, looks like. Mostly tomatoes, all tomatoes. All tomatoes, tomatoes. And then we've got some cheese. Green beans, pasta, cheese, some basil pesto sauce, 4 ounces to be specific, and then some tomatoes. So this is what we're gonna make for our Suvie dinner. And we're gonna do that right now. All right, so now we have to melt this. So let's get a cup and get it melted. All right, so now we're gonna wait. I've got it in water. We're gonna let it sit till it thaws, and then we'll get to the instructions. So let's actually, in the meantime, let's begin reading the instructions. So I'm guessing it's just for a serving of two serving size. So yes, it came with the penne pasta, the mozzarella pesto sauce, roasted tomatoes, and green beans. And the tomatoes are already roasted, so that's fantastic. 1, prepare ingredients. Place packet of pesto sauce in bowl of hot water. We're doing that. Place mozzarella cheese in the fridge to thaw. So I'm just going to leave it out on the counter for a moment because there's no point in putting it in the fridge because I'm just going to cook with it now. So this says open the packages of the penne pasta and the roasted tomatoes.
I can do this.
So in the top zone, we're going to put the penne pasta and the roasted tomatoes, and then the thawed pesto evenly over the pasta. Now, it doesn't say if the pasta needs to be thawed or not, so I'm just going to assume we can use it frozen. So if I was going to say anything about these, I think it's great, but I would add specifically, like, in this package, this is what you have. And then, you know, penne pasta. So it's made sure to give specifics on the cheese and the pesto sauce, but not on the pasta, which is frozen, or the green beans, which are also frozen. So I'm assuming we can use those frozen because it didn't specify, but I would specify anyways, just a suggestion. It says to gently tap the green beans on the counter to break them apart, and then add them to the second sous vide pan, and that's when we're adding the olive oil and the pepper and salt. Okay, so let's check on the pesto quick. Okay, so I'm gonna use that opportunity to wash my hands. Just dry. I've washed my hands. I'm gonna use this as like the little garbage while we're working. I'm gonna pour things in. We're gonna open the package of pasta. First, actually, I'm gonna turn on the sous vide because she's gotta prep and measure water. So you turn her on, there's a switch back here, right above the plug, literally directly on top of it. So you flip it on, you saw her light up, she lights up. Time's gonna take a minute to calibrate on there. I did set the time when I had installed her. So, see, now it says 4:55. At first it said 7 a.m. So now it knows, and it's on, so it's ready. Add the penne pasta to the pan. Roasted tomatoes to be quite fair. Alright, so we've got the penne pasta and the tomatoes so far. Spread this evenly over the pasta. You can smell that strong pesto. It smells good, actually. Penne and the tomatoes and the pesto sauce. So we're just gonna do just a little bit here. Okay, so that goes in the top. So we're gonna put that in the top. I'm gonna load it in there. Okay, and then the bottom zone. So I do have this roasting pan in the bottom, but I don't think we're gonna need it in there, so I'm gonna put it to the side. Make sure the green beans are separated. It does say to gently tap them on a surface if you could. Mine, they weren't clumped together, so it's fine. sprinkle the remainder of the olive oil and some salt and pepper to taste over the green beans. So we're going to do that. Alright, so I don't like a lot of pepper, so I'm just going to use literally just like a teeny sprinkle. Alright, and then some salt. We're not going to use a whole bunch of this either, so. And I'm just going to give it a good toss and try to coat that olive oil on there. There we go. That's decently seasoned, I think. Alright, so we're going to hold the cheese. So here it says, so next we load, scan, and cook. Alright, so we've loaded our top and bottom into the Suvie zone, then hold the tap to scan tag to the logo on the appliance. So it's right here where to tap. So we're gonna, look at that. It definitely just recognized. Okay, so it's saying meal not found, so I just need to scan the QR code and find the cook settings. So I'm gonna do that, but I need my phone for that. So I will come back in just a second after I program, and I will explain how I programmed. Okay, all right. All right, so got it preset. I needed to use my cell phone, and I don't have my digital camera up and running yet, so I had to steal the phone. I will take some screenshots and try to work them in so you can still see how to program it on the app, because that's what I do with the meals that I've been preparing at home. So you don't have to use the kits that they have. I thought they were convenient, and I got a couple because they came with the Suvie for a deal, a Black Friday deal. So I took advantage. Who doesn't want free meals? Why not? So I got some for myself. My family won't touch these. Maybe my son, maybe some other people, but most of my children and my fiance will not eat this food. So he's making them tacos. It's Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. So this is a good time for me to try the pasta that nobody else will eat in my household. So, but it's now cooking. It's got 43 minutes and 30 seconds left of the cook because I put that it's frozen because the green beans and the pasta are frozen. So it's going to thaw them. And then the longest thing cooking is I believe it's the top, the pasta for 30 minutes, sorry. Ooh. And the bottom is the green beans for 15 minutes. So it's going to cook both of those, so they'll be done at the same time, and the whole thing will be done in about 43 minutes. So 43 minutes from now is, let's see, so it's 5:07, which means, math, be about 5:50. It'd be just before 6 o'clock, so that'll be perfect. I do have to put it back in for another 5 to 7 minutes after I add the cheese. So the cheese is frozen. It's very cold. So I'm just going to leave it out for now. I'm sure it'll be fine by the time I got to put it on there. So we're going to let it hang here. So in the meantime, I'm going to get the rest of these ingredients picked up and wait for this to be done. I'll let you know, show you what it looks like when it's ready. Okay. All right, so we've got just 2 minutes left until it's time to add the cheese. So it's almost fully cooked. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this out, I think, sprinkle the cheese on, and then throw it in for another couple of minutes, and it should be good. That's what it said to do. So that's what we're going to do.
You know how to peel. You know how to peel. Let me take it out.
All right. About 40 seconds left on this. I'm going to let it finish doing what it's doing, and then I'm going to set it for another 5 minutes on my phone. So. All right, so we've got 23 seconds left. It's pretty clear. You can see the heating elements at the top. So I'm going to open it up, and then let's see here. Let me grab my grabbers. I stuck them together, and I shouldn't have. Look at now. They don't want to come apart. Meh. All right. So the pasta, to me, it looks like it could have used a little bit of water in here, but it still doesn't look too bad. Some of it's going to be a little crunchy. I'll spin it and then push that. So we're going to continue cook for 5 minutes. Okay, and that should melt our cheese and get us to a nice point with our dinner. Let's see how this comes out. So, let's see. First Suvie meal. Straight from the container. There's the crazy one behind me. Can you say hi, Raya?
Hi, Yaya.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay. All right, so it's done. We've got the pasta on top and the green beans on bottom. All right. All right, that doesn't look too shabby. Looks pretty good, actually. So, green beans look good, too. All right, let's make a plate. Okay. Guys, so that's the end result. That's what it looks like. That's the what was it called? Caprese Pesto Pasta Bake from Suvie. Used with the Suvie Kitchen Robot. All right, so it came out really. All right, so I am going to try it. We're going to eat it, and then I'll let you know how it came out. Okay? See you soon. Here we are. Final results of the review for tonight's dinner. The chicken pesto bake from Suvie, the kitchen robot. It was one of the meals they sent in the meal packages that we got for free when we ordered it for Black Friday deal. So the flavor was great. I loved it. My toddler helped me eat the noodles. The only complaint that I really have, I have two complaints. The pasta was dry around the edges. Hey there, Bluey. So it was, some of them were crunchy, which was not enjoyable. So I would recommend maybe like coating them lightly in some water. They were frozen, but I think they needed just a little bit more, especially around the edges. Other than that, it cooked the middle and the top. The cheese was spread perfectly. There was enough tomatoes. They were roasted ideally. The flavor of the pesto was great. Everything else was fantastic with the pasta and the pasta bake itself, and with the green beans. You just don't need to put them in as long. They came out a little soggy, and I'm not like, they were good. They were good. I ate them. They were fine. But I don't like them as soggy, so I'd probably put them in for maybe like 8 to 10 minutes, maybe instead of the 15. So those are the small tweaks you do when you're making food. You just cook it to your preferences. But the ingredients were fresh. The food was good. And overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. So hopefully this was helpful to you. If you like this video, feel free to please subscribe down at the bottom. Help me, get some followers. This is Bandit, by the way. He's trying to look cute, so that way you guys can subscribe to my videos. Like the video, and I'll see you next time.